We're in Ferguson, Missouri tonight to witness the police occupation of Ferguson, which is going into its 13th day after the murder of 18-year-old Michael Brown.
Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These killer cops, they got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These killer cops, they got to go!
People are marching from the community in the streets. You see the police presence here.
Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot!
The new Jim Crow.
The new Jim Crow by
Michelle Alexander.
And it's an awesome book. I would recommend it to
everybody should have it.
Especially all the African American males, because it points out all the reasons why they're second-class citizens in their own country.
Can you just tell me why you're here tonight and what has, and your thoughts about what's happened since Mike Brown was murdered?
It's the people versus the police. And how I feel like the way that the system is set up, I don't know if it's in Missouri, but the police run everything. Like my first time in Ferguson, like I'm from Ferguson, but my first time back in Ferguson when I grew up, and first day I was out here, I got locked up for no reason. Just for walking down the street and they asked me my name. Yes, I got one, but what am I getting pulled over for? And I'm walking.
Walking while black.
Yes, and that's a crime. That is really a crime. Yeah. Really, I don't care about being out here all night because it stands for something. You know, they got the police out here like we out here with guns, all that. Like we fighting, all that. Like didn't nobody come out here for that.
You seen what everybody doing?
Everybody out here for justice.
These police don't do nothing but harass people.
Right.
I got arrested last night and I'm on the sidewalk.
Wow.
He brushing all on the police, brushing all on me. Talking about going the street again and I'm in the restaurant. I'm not even in the street, I'm on the sidewalk. And he, you know what I'm saying, bumping me and stuff. What you put your body on me for?
Right. Right. Yeah.
It's just justice, period.
Right.
This man right here, he needs to go to jail.
Yes.
Bottom line. He getting paid right now. He on vacation getting paid.
If any one of us out here were to kill someone the way he did, we will be under the jail.
Not even that.
Under the jail.
Not even that. If I was to shoot somebody in the kneecap, attempted murder.
Yes.
Attempted murder. That's a charge off rip. This man shot this man 8, 9 times.
Right.
Still ain't got no charge yet.
Right.
And fled the screen. He wasn't even on the scene. He fled the scene. Where's the justice in that?
That's a charge right there.
Where's the justice? If I was to go to court for shooting somebody like that, it wouldn't even be no trial.
Wouldn't be no trial.
I'd be convicted right then and there.
That's right. That's right.
Right there.
They've been killing. No cops been killing. They just blew their cover.
There are roses that mark the spots where he ran to get away from the police. And then, of course, the memorial is right there.
How can you give me a job and enslave me for $7.25 and I gotta come home and feed my kids and all this and all that? It's not gonna happen, man. You know what I'm saying? I got electric bills, car note. My daughter, she wanna dance. My son, he wanna play football. All this. How am I gonna do all this off of $7.25? Something gotta change, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what this Mike Brown. That's what we out here for. A change. You know what I'm saying? Because it go farther from Mike Brown back to Kevin Johnson. You know what I'm saying? From Tager. You know what I'm saying? From Clapp to dirty cops like Bobby Garrison. And I ain't gotta expose no other cops because it ain't me. You know?
You got the county police, they just racist. Then you come down to the city part, they just want drugs and money. That's all they want. Our wages is $8.25 for I've been doing housekeeping since I was 19. Now I'm going to be 25 next year.
And you talk about the injuries that you get from making these big beds.
Like I was making beds. The only injury I have my knees and my back.
Wow.
It hurts so bad. Like sometimes I can't even walk to the bus stop. I hurt so bad.
How many beds would you say you do a day? I mean rooms.
Sometimes I be like 13, 14 rooms a day.
Wow. $8.25 an hour, and no No union,
Nope.
right?
No.
Nope.
How about health care? Do you have any health care?
It sucks.
Nope.
And you have 2 children?
2, a boy and a girl, so yeah.
And no health care for the kids?
They got health care except for me. I couldn't get it because they said I made too much money.
But we do have schools out here that actually segregate, but it's more like a structure that's kind of based off putting minorities down a bit more further. Because I can take from my experience from going to Pattonville High School. It's high school I used to go to. And from my experience from Pattonville, the teachers would used to tell me I wasn't smart enough to become an engineer or a machinist. They would tell me I would never pass a test or ace a test or anything else like that. Even the police officers in the suburban areas like Bridgeton, St. Anne, they would just, you know, there would not be a day that you would not walk on the sidewalk without them staring at you or trying to come around just to spook you or harass you.
So people are seeing all this stuff right now about Ferguson.
It's been accumulating.
It's been accumulating. It's not just it just happened.
It just happened. We just got tired. Mike Brown's murder is pretty much the breaking point of us actually getting tired. You know, of us actually what we're going to in St. Louis, because that's not the first murder case from a police officer.
Well, can't you stand somewhere?
That is the First Amendment. You got to freedom of protest. You got to freedom of speech.
I was on the sidewalk.
Exactly. They call themselves, if there's a big crowd that accumulates, you know, at nighttime or daytime if they're protesting, you have to move around. See, that's that slave mentality got on us. That's that dehumanization. They want us to be afraid. See, that they want to control us. They want to control us to make us walk around in a circle, but it shouldn't have to be that way.
Right.
If we walk down that way to the police command center to protest, they'll get the military tanks. Because I should know I was there that day, 10 days ago.
So many of these police are not even from the community.
Of course,
yes.
We have Fenton Police Department, which is in connection with St. Louis County, but Fenton's always like, it's 30 minutes away from St. Louis, which makes no sense to me. Then you have Ellisville, which is all the way out in the rural area. Then you also have Eureka, and Eureka is like a long way from St. Louis. I'm just so surprised. I mean, how? You got all these police officers from these rural areas, and they're coming here just to one area in Ferguson, which is not even that serious. All we're trying to do is just have a statement. We just want change. We're trying not to harm anybody. And this is the crap they try to do. They try to put us down so hard to make us. They try to put us down so hard. They don't want us to succeed at all. They're actually getting this money from grants from the Pentagon, and it's military tactical weaponry from the Pentagon. Why put that money in the community? It's not just here in St. Louis, it's everywhere. Had a guy from Marford, Illinois, he said he had the same situation, but not this to a degree of magnitude here in Ferguson.
So everybody knows about Michael Brown being murdered, and the reaction at the citizens of Ferguson and St. Louis City, surrounding areas, the reaction that they gave was so dynamic, I guess, for lack of better words, that they gained the entire globe's attention, and we knew then that there was an immediate need for us to be down here, and because the Hands Up Coalition is made up of several different organizations, and some of them have their own permanent bases that are not necessarily in Ferguson, so we knew then that we were going to need a space in Ferguson that would be used as a safe haven, because the first week and a half they were spraying tear gas and shooting rubber bullets and using concussion grenades, CS gas, flashbangs. Hopefully here soon we'll get a permanent base out here in Ferguson, because we know a lot of national organizations and things are going to be leaving out of here soon. And we made lots of connections. We got lots of resources now. We need to keep this flame lit, because the media is trying to kind of sweep this under the rug. So we're in the process of looking for a permanent base for the coalition here in Ferguson, and that's what's been in the process. But as of right now, this is home base. We're coming off in the streets where organizers are hungry or anything like that. They got food in there for them. There's gas masks, flashlights, the Malox and water, milk and water in the bottle for the tear gas. It's pretty much the place where if you're going out into the war zone, you can get equipped, or if you're coming out from the war zone, you can recover with all the tools and materials they have in the cafeteria. And that's that. I want to know some weird stuff. Since we've been in here, it's a school connected to a church, mind you. The police came in here. It wasn't necessarily a raid. No one kicked any doors down, but they came in here and walked around and did their thing while there were only a few people here. Nothing was taken, but we're not sure what they left in here. When they first got wind of us being here, there were helicopters flying over us for hours with their lights on us. We got surrounded by police cars. There was about 12 police cars out there trying to kind of intimidate us in a church, in a school, where we're helping people recover and building. We're empowering people in this building. There's no ill wills, I guess, for lack of better words. There's no bad motives being sent out into the streets from this building. It's strictly a recovery place and a place for national organizations to come here and get plugged in. And we were treated as if this is where Bin Laden has his headquarters at. And I want to let everybody know that it's not the case. This is a positive place. If you were to look down the hall, you'll probably see women building with each other, men building with each other from all over America, talking about their ideas and how they can implement them in their cities. And it's a really unique place. And I encourage anybody else who has anything like this going on, or if you just want to get something started, you don't have to wait for a crisis to happen. I encourage you guys to get with your other local organizations and start establishing these safe havens in your own community that provide whatever it is that you guys need. It might not be resources for tear gas and all that kind of stuff. It might just be food and clothing and just building with your community. I encourage that to start happening nationwide so that we can get rid of these systemic issues.
We need to have a big march like they did in 1964, where they told everybody around the country to get on these buses like Martin Luther King did, on the Great March.
You mean 1963?
Yeah,
1963,
Yeah. Yeah, something like that needs to be brought back, but more of a bigger magnitude. Not just the United States, but the whole world.
Okay.
We need to just come here and see this and just show that there needs to be change.
In other words, have a national march right here in Ferguson.
Yeah. It just needs to be a whole big change. I mean, why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
And just show that what these police officers are doing and what these boards are doing to actually train and put the mindset that we're the animals, but in actuality they are the animals.
Yes. Yes.
To make them think that we're regular people, we're human.
Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. Don't shoot.